Okay, today is Tuesday, April 14th, 2026. I call the village board meeting to order. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Trustee Bush?
Here.
Trustee Jerish?
Here.
Trustee Laskin?
Here.
Trustee Miller?
Here.
Trustee Schmidt?
Here.
Okay, we do have a quorum tonight. Next, we're going to do the Pledge of Allegiance, and we have invocation for Pastor Stefan at Christus Victor Church. Everyone, please rise. Pastor, you up first, please.
Let us pray. Creator God, just 2 weeks ago we celebrated Easter, where several women walked to the tomb to find an empty grave. They discovered the risen Lord and they announced to their friends, "I have seen the Lord." Let us all be inspired by this good news, that death lost its power. There is hope and light even in the darkest places. Help all of us to speak words of hope and peace to each other. Our faith is grounded in peace. It says in the Old Testament, "Come, let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, that we may walk the path of the Most High. And we shall beat our swords into plowshares, and our spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up swords against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. And no one shall be afraid, for the mouth of the Lord of hosts has spoken." And in the Holy Gospel we learn from Jesus, "Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be known as the children of God. But I say to you that hear, love your enemies, do good to those who hate you, bless those who curse you, pray for those who abuse you. To those who strike you on the cheek, offer the other also. And from those who take away your cloak, do not withhold your coat as well. Give to everyone who begs from you. And of those who take away your goods, do not ask for them again. And as you wish that others would do to you, do so to them." We pray for peace in Iran, United States, Israel, and Palestine, and peace in Ukraine. Help all of us to be peacemakers. Guide now this meeting tonight with your Holy Spirit, so that the decisions that are made will benefit all the people in Elk Grove. In your holy name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Flags to my right. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please be seated.
I want to thank you for this very nice letter you wrote me and the note for the volunteers, and I want to thank you and the trustees. I wrote a nice note.
Oh, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Hang on. We got our anniversary chocolate cookies.
Thank you. They are delicious.
And
Have
thank
a
you
good
for that.
meeting. Okay, make it short because of the weather.
We will. Yeah,
Okay.
get out before it hits hard.
Yeah, and I have a council meeting. We make it short too.
Okay,
See you
deal.
later. God bless.
Thank you. Take care, Pastor. Michael, how you doing today? Good?
Good, sir, thank you.
That's what I like to hear. Everyone's happy and healthy today. Okay, we move on now to the approval of the minutes of March 24th, 2026. Who's going to fill in for Jeff?
I'll make a motion
Okay.
to approve the minutes of the regularly scheduled board meeting on March 24th, 2026, and dispense with the reading of the minutes.
We have a motion by trustee Schmidt, second by trustee Bush. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Let the record show unanimous approval. Trying to hear, was that rain? Couldn't hear. Okay, move on to Mayor and Board of Trustees report. I got a few items, so bear with me tonight. First off, I got reappointments for boards and commissions, so I'm going to read them off. Then I ask for a motion, second, then we'll go ahead and vote. For the Fire and Pension Board, Michael DiPeldio, Joe Hamilton, Timothy Sexton. For Foreign Fire Insurance Board, Andrew Enkel King, David Johnson, Max Simic. Fire and Police Commission, Steve Scholden, Mike Konak, and Russ Gotha. Plan Commission, Scotty Carlson and Gil Schum. Police Pension, Tom Malloy, Warren Moody, Michael Jedlink. And Zoning Board of Appeals, Jake Glimko. Can I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion by trustee Schmidt, second by trustee Miller. Can I just do voice vote on that one? Or do we have to do a roll call? Reappointments? Roll call. Let's do roll call. Go ahead.
Trustee Bush?
Aye.
Trustee Frankie? I'm sorry, he's not here. Trustee Jerish?
Aye.
Trustee Laskin?
Aye.
Trustee Miller?
Aye.
Trustee Schmidt?
Aye.
Motion passes 5-0. We want to thank these folks The village would not be what it is without people volunteering their time to give back to the community and help out, and we thank them all for giving up their time to make Elk Grove a better community. A few items. Back on March 31st, we had a hearing for the in-town suites. We thought we came to a resolution, council, but we're not quite sure. So we issued our findings. I signed today. So let's hope that in-town suites does what they promised to do, and we'll see. Time will tell. So thank you. We had a meeting on April 2nd with Ellis Hawkins. He's a new CEO for Alexian Brothers. Met with him. Very nice guy, very oriented. And the thing I liked most, I said, what's the main things you want to do? First thing he said, Matt was there, we're happy, get more connected with the community. Right? Yep, so we're very excited about that. At one time, Alexian and Elk Grove was so bound together, it was unbelievable. We kind of lost it over time. We're looking to bring it back together. So we're excited about that. And that was one of the very first things he said. So he's a good guy. He's down to earth, like talking to him, meeting him. So we're looking forward to Alexian Brothers' old days coming back, hopefully, here in Elk Grove Village. Then on April 9th, just this past Thursday, I did our annual State of the Village address. Almost 250 people showed up. I know some of the trustees were there that day. Mike still can't sleep from the excitement of it. He said, I'm trying to get to sleep. I can't. I just can't see him so pumped up after that. But it went very well. Great turnout. Obviously the biggest crowd we've ever had for a State of the Village address by far. And we thank the Chamber for hosting it, putting it on for us, and we're excited to be there. Next, Mr. Tom Robb's going to like this. One of the items on our agenda tonight, Tom, is we're buying the Holiday Inn hotel site here in Elk Grove. Pardon?
For $11.3 million.
Oh, you saw it. You read fast. Very good. Yes, $11.3 million. So our hope is we'll be closing next month. Next month, early, and we'll be looking to redevelop that land. Again, in Elk Grove, we like the idea of driving the bus, not riding the bus. And so we had the opportunity to purchase it. We're going to take advantage of that opportunity and take care of that and see new development coming. Another thing I want to talk about. If you remember last year about this time, we were talking about an unbelievable record year for building activity here in Elk Grove. We finished up last year at $750 million in construction activity, $750 million, and it generated $9.5 million in permit fees. We never thought we'd see that again. That number was off the charts by far. Well, here we are with not even done with April yet, so we got 1 month left. We're at $690 million and $8.4 million in permit fees. We're within $1 million of a number we never thought we'd see again. We're guesstimating about $5 million this year, and we're unbelievable. So Elk Grove is still by far the place to be. Companies are coming, they're investing, they're off the charts. So again, we're very proud when we saw those numbers, and we're excited to see the activity going on here in Elk Grove. A little announcement tonight. As you know, we always do our tree lighting ceremony. We've been talking about our summer concert, which Mr. Delgado will go through again in a few minutes. But we're tonight going to announce we are going to have for our tree lighting, we've been doing some bands lately, but we're going to go back to old school. This year we're going to have carolers come in traditional dress and attire. So we're looking forward to that. There are going to be carolers up on stage for the hour, singing holiday music, and we're excited about that. We're going to try something different this year and see how it goes, and we think it's going to be a great success. So we're set now for our holiday music for the 70th anniversary tree lighting ceremony that we held the day after Thanksgiving this year. Also, everyone should have received by now, you never know with the post office, but hope everyone should receive their data center newsletter that we sent out. We sent that out almost 2 weeks ago. I just got mine the other day. You know, some didn't get them until like a day or two ago. But there you have all the information you need and questions are asked by people about data centers. Did a phenomenal job, Maggie. I commend you again. We worked on that for months. And every item in there is documented, backed up, factual, and you couldn't get more information than that. We've had a lot of people reaching out to trustees and staff, thanking us for the newsletter. Didn't realize, they always hear people fantasizing or exaggerating or whatever they're doing with it. It's nice to hear the facts. So that went well, and we're discussing other ways to get information out on what's going on with them, because that seems to be the hot topic of conversation with people. Also, tonight we had mentioned we were hoping we're going to announce a kind of unique residential housing development coming. A couple of things came up, working with other governments, other issues and stuff. We're going to hold off on that, and we'll be making the announcement on May 26th. The second meeting in May 26th. You're not going to want to miss that. This is very unique. What we're doing is something that may be repetitive throughout not only our village, but other towns in the area. Also on this Thursday, April 16th, 11 a.m., special ribbon cuttings at The View, the shopping center at Higgins and Arlington Road. So, Jerish Bakery, Vinny's Pizza, Tensuki, the bike shop, Vincent and 7 Mile Cycle. We're going to be doing that. So anyone interested, come on by and get a chance to see everything up and running and doing well and being very successful. Next, food drive. As I put a challenge last week to all department heads, we have a food drive out there. Village was founded in 1956. The original food drive was going to be for 1,956 items, and the food will go to the Elk Grove Township Pantry. Well, let's be honest. As Mr. Delgado and I found out, getting 1,900 items is not that difficult. So we put the challenge down for 19,560 items. Well, it can be done, as we can prove to you. Early in the middle of last week, Mr. Johnson and I collected 2,218 items and delivered them. And Mr. Delgado, 1,082. So we got 1/6 of the items needed just to us two old men. Well, he's younger than me. This old man and a middle-aged man. So it can be done, department heads. So the challenge is out there. And for residents, the challenge is to you too. You got till April 20th, which is Monday, 6 days from now. It can be done, so we're counting on it. And I won't veto the budget tonight for you. I'll make you happy. So the challenge is out for you. We're hoping to see you come through and deliver and help out people that are less fortunate than we are. The last item I am going to read tonight, I know there's people watching tonight that doubt I can control what I say, but for that young lady, I'm going to prove her wrong on this one. So, and she'll probably start watching all of our meetings now. She'll be so enthralled and said, my God, that mayor does a great job. I got to watch what that guy does. Yeah, what a good mayor does. She'll see what a real good mayor can do. So, all joking aside, I'd like to read the following statement. I want to briefly address a false and defamatory statement that was recently publicly made about me and address any concerns that anybody in this village may have. A statement accusing me of criminal conduct was posted anonymously in an online social media forum. The accusation was categorically false. It was also defamatory and harmful. The person who made this statement has since retracted it and issued a public apology. The false and defamatory accusations are serious and damage reputations, undermine the public's trust in elected officials, and distract from the important work that this village board and village are here to do. Public discourse, especially involving elected officials, is critically important in a democracy, but it should be grounded in facts, honesty, and responsibility. I appreciate the statement was withdrawn and that an apology was made. I consider that acknowledgement important, and the record is clear. The accusations were false and unfounded. I would not allow false statements about me to distract me from my responsibility to serve the people of Elk Grove Village. My focus remains where it always has been, doing the work you elected me to do with integrity, transparency, and dedication. Thank you. Okay, with that said, we move on now to trustees' report. Trustee Bush,
No report?
Trustee Miller,
No report.
Trustee Schmidt.
I have two items. First of all is our Sister City program. We had our student exchange program. Our students from Elk Grove High School visited a couple weeks ago our Sister City Termini Marese and visited the high school there, and they came back and they had a wonderful time. And very shortly, we're going to start working on our 26th, 27 student exchange program. So we're looking forward to that. Also, on March 26th, I and retired Deputy Chief Ray Rose attended the Colombo parole hearing. We went down to Springfield and attended the hearing, and it was a kind of a different type of hearing. The parole board has changed the way they do things. And for the first time, we've been doing this since the 90s. We've never seen her, but we saw Patricia Colombo via internet from the prison that she was in, and she gave testimony. And I'll tell you this, because it's public record now, this is the first time that she admitted that she had something to do with the planning of the murders, although she says she doesn't remember that night. So that was
Convenient.
something very interesting that occurred. The other thing, too, and I want to mention to the public and to our residents, that we asked you to send letters. And I gathered those letters and I forwarded them to the parole board. And at the hearing, the parole board acknowledged the receipt of those letters and they read them. So I thank all the residents who sent letters to the parole board. They were not in vain. They were acknowledged and they were read by the parole board. After the testimony, the parole board, there were 9 members there. They voted 9-0 to not grant her parole. There was a lot of testimony from some people that were there. She had about 50 people there who were former inmates of hers and friends of hers that came, and but the parole board only allowed 2 people per side to talk because they had many parole hearings that day, and they limited every parole hearing to 2 people on each side. So we had Ray Rose talk and one of the cousins of Michael talk at the parole hearing. And so there was a big turnout for her. But as one of the members of the parole board said, they acknowledge all the good things that Patty has done in prison, how helped other prisoners and that, and what she has done over the years. When you think about it, she's been incarcerated since 1976. Wow. So that's 50 years. And but as one board member said, it doesn't negate the fact that she was involved in the murder of her entire family. So the parole board voted 9-0 to not grant parole, but they also voted to hear this case again next year. So unfortunately, instead of a 5-year stay or a 3-year stay, we're going to have to go back next year. So when we get the dates of the parole hearing, I'll let everybody know if we can do the same thing, get some letters written, and we will take them with us. I'll send them prior to the date so that the parole board members has an opportunity to read them before the parole board hearing. Again, thank you to the community, and we'll do it again next year.
You know, it's a shame, in her case especially, we didn't have the death penalty.
Well, the judge said, Judge Pincham, and this is one of the things that I write in my letter, that had we had the death penalty, then the judge would have sentenced them to death.
Oh, no
But we
question.
didn't have it. And that's why, and we did not have life and parole in our statute at that time. That's why he sentenced them 200 to 300 years per murder. His goal was that they would never get out of prison. Frank passed away several years ago. Now it's just Patty. So that's one of the things that I testify to when I go to the hearings.
Hopefully God put Frank where he belonged. Do the same thing for Patty, because that was the most brutal, grisly. It changed Elk Grove forever.
It's the most heinous crime committed in our town to this day.
It changed it forever.
Yes, it did.
It
We
did.
talked about that with Locks.
Yeah, it's sad.
So that concludes my report.
Thank you. Trustee Jerish.
No report.
Trustee Laskin.
No report?
Okay, we move on now to accounts payable warrant. First one we have is March 31st,
I make a motion that we
2026.
approve the accounts payable warrant for March 31st in 2026, the amount of $9,693,337.17.
Second.
We have a motion by Trustee Schmidt, second by Trustee Laskin. Without objection, record the vote, please demonstrate it 5-0. Accounts payable warrant for April 14th, 2026.
I make a motion that we approve the accounts payable warrant for April 14th, 2026, the amount of $2,440,184.45.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion by trustee Schmidt, second by trustee Laskin. Once again, without objection, record the vote, please demonstrate it 5-0. Next, we have consent agenda items. Tonight, we have items A as in alphabet through X as in X-ray. I need a motion.
So moved. Second.
We have a motion by trustee Jerish, second by trustee Miller. Any questions, comments, concerns, changes from the board or staff? Anybody in the audience here for the consent agenda items? Seeing none, hearing none, without objection, record the votes, please demonstrate it. 5-0. Mr. Roan, there's nothing on the regular agenda. Anything else?
Nothing under Plan Commission and nothing under Zoning Board of Appeals.
Okay, Recycling Waste Committee, trustee Frankie's not here. Anybody have a report? Seeing none, hearing none, move on. JPZ Committee, Judiciary, Plan and Zoning, trustee Bush.
No report.
Move on to Capital Improvements Committee, trustee Schmidt.
Just want to remind everyone in a recent letter, in our newsletter, we talked about all the major projects occurring in the village this summer, including the street resurfacing program. There's information in there about the tiny road construction. There's also information in there about Higgins Road being resurfaced throughout the entire village, actually from west of Arlington Heights Road down to Oakton Street. And also there's information about the upcoming construction of Toohey Avenue from Mount Prospect Road to Elmhurst Road. So please read the newsletter. If you don't have a copy of it, you can go to the website and look at it on the newsletters. We have past copies of newsletters on the website. That concludes my report.
And Brian, it's a Festivus miracle. My street's marked up. It's finally going to get done. I've been sitting there staring at it for days. Just can't believe the markings and everything like that. Just so you know, we rate streets. And my street was ranked, if not the worst, near the worst in the village. So finally, it's being taken care of. Thank you. And the leaf pickup all go good?
Yeah, super easy.
We had good weather,
Yeah,
so
very light.
yeah, wasn't that bad. I didn't see hardly anything out this year.
Yeah, we got through by Wednesday afternoon, so it was good.
And I saw the guys actually went by a second time. I saw them checking the streets too. How are we doing on branch pickup? We getting a lot of?
Not much yet, but I think it starts on the 27th.
Yes.
So they'll start coming in a little bit more. Not much yet, though.
Okay, well,
There's
good.
some piles out there, though.
Yeah, but the guys did a nice job with the leaves and the weather held out, so it worked out perfect. Thank you. And more importantly, thank you for the street. I won't have to be driving on rims anymore. Okay, Cable Television Committee, trustee Laskin.
Yes, one thing. So you were talking about earlier the excitement Mr. Delgado had for the State of the Union. You could watch it again and again and again on Channel 6. Also, it's on YouTube, and it's on demand on the Elk Grove website.
So that's why he's up at night. He just keeps watching it over.
It's very possible,
It's
yes.
like a running tape. It never stops.
Exactly. Thank you,
So-
trustee. I appreciate
You're welcome.
Yeah,
That concludes my report.
Thank you. Youth Committee, trustee Bush.
Last scholarship is the CCC scholarship. Rotary is in, the Elk Grove Village one is in, so if you have an opportunity, please do that. That is several $2,500 scholarships. And that concludes my report.
Thank you. Next committee, we're not worried about. Matt says I have to. Information Committee, trustee Miller.
Thank you, Matt. I appreciate that. I have just a couple of items. As trustee Schmidt had said, the newsletter is really, really filled with lots of great information, including information about trees. So, did you know that we're a tree city and that Arbor Day is going to be this month, the last Friday of the month, April 24th at 10 a.m. at Roosevelt Park, which is by Bird School. And we are, I didn't write it down, but I think I know, a swamp oak. White oak? White swamp oak? Is that what it is? I have no idea what it, okay. Anyway, please come celebrate Arbor Day. Arbor Day is to
Bless you.
recognize, encourage tree planting and great environmental beginnings in keeping our ecology going. So Great information in the newsletter. Arbor Day is, again, April 24th. And I have one more thing. I don't know how many of you saw the fire department's Facebook page on April 1st. They came up with the coolest, most efficient way of transportation, real horsepower.
And it gives you great manure for your gardens coming up this
Exactly.
summer.
We're talking about ecology. That was great.
And horses are great for carrying food to a food drive collection location, because Chief Michael promised me they would not let us down.
Yes. So the horsepower at the fire department was unbelievable. That concludes my report.
Thank you. Business Leaders Forum, Trustee Schmidt.
Yes, we had one ambassador visit in the last couple of weeks. I wasn't able to attend, but Trustee Miller did. So, Trustee, you want to talk about it?
Thank you. On March 26th, I visited Saibu America. It is a Japanese company that has their North American headquarters here in Elk Grove. And what it does is precision cutting with a wire to a micron. It is amazing what they can cut. And we got to see how the precision cuts that these machines make. It's amazing. Some of the things that we have in our industrial park is just wonderful. And Saibu is celebrating their 100th anniversary in Japan, 50th anniversary here. So that includes my report.
Thank you. Health and Community Services, Trustee Jerish.
I have 3 items this evening. First of all, April represents the last month that PADS will be operating until their summer break. And I want to thank all the community members and Christus Victor Lutheran Church for hosting the PADS site on Sunday evenings to Mondays. There has been an average turnout, somewhere between 20 and 30 guests each night that we are there. And volunteers bring food, and there's breakfast. And so it continues to be a way for our community to serve those through the Journeys program in Palatine. My second item is, before you know it, May 9th will be here, and that is our second community blood drive for the year. And on May 9th, we are partnering with 2 community groups. First, Those Guys Car Club will be present, helping recruit people to donate blood and also be giving away some free prizes. So in addition to the village's gift, they're also going to be hosting their own raffle. And the Interfaith Council of Elk Grove will also be present that day. So please mark your calendars. We're trying to get as much success from our blood drive as we did in January, which was incredible. We had 52 giving units, and we'd love to match that or even more. Last item, coming up in June, will be the Salt Creek Cleanup. So Saturday, June 6th from 9 till noon. They will meet in the parking lot at the high school and again work hard scouring the banks of the Salt Creek to pick up debris and other items. And Nick Nicola, who received a Governor's Hometown Award, and maybe I'm not identifying that award correctly, but he was recognized by the state of Illinois and was one of the key community groups that was awarded because of this service. And I can't remember how long they've been doing it, but I want to say it might be 25 years or so. And I hear rumors of when Salt Creek would have a toilet pulled out of it or an old tire or bicycles. And when we dedicated the bridge a year ago, there were environmental people there present, just looking down at the creek and noticing how healthy it was, the state of different species of growth along it. And so we commend Nick and all his work and encourage the community to come out and serve as well. And that concludes my report.
Thank you. Personnel Committee, Trustee Schmidt.
No report.
Airport, no update this time. We're still waiting. God knows what's going to happen, when it happens, but we'll stay on top of it. Parade Committee, we had our first meeting on April 7th, I think it was. 6th, I think. And again, our Grand Marshals, we're going to have someone from the village celebrating 7th anniversary. The high school is celebrating 60th anniversary. The Park District celebrating 60th anniversary, and the Lexington Brothers celebrating 60th. So we'll have those will be the Grand Marshals. We're excited about that. Everything's coming together, and we're looking forward to a great parade come part of Frankie Fest in the fall. Bid Summer Concert Classic Series, now that Tammy cheated and gave Mike all the answers. So we'll go like this. What's the second one, Mr. Delgado?
Fits in the Tantrums.
Very good. And the fourth one?
Smash Mouth,
And the first one?
Jake Owen,
The last one?
Air Supply,
And the third one?
Foreigner.
Very good. So for some, yeah, he's good. Poor George. George probably sitting in Florida crying, watch how good he's doing. Oh God. Oh. So excellent job.
Thank you.
Good job. Okay, looking forward to our summer concert series coming up. It's going to be great, a lot of fun. Actually, on our contract tonight, our agenda tonight was the contract for fireworks. And you see, we're going to spend the most money on fireworks ever for an event this year on our 70th anniversary. We've never spent $100,000 before, till this year. So it'll be good, and looking forward to it. Next special event will be the Memorial Day celebration across the street at the Pavilion inside. So rain, shine, heat, whatever. It'll be beautiful in there, and looking forward to it. 10:45 a.m. on Memorial Day, which is the 25th of May this year, the earliest it can be. So looking forward to that. Actually, I'm amazed how many schools are out by then now. I talked to my kids that are teachers, and they're out the Friday before Memorial Day. And with it being a week early, it's even that much earlier.
Not 54, they gotta come back because of snow day.
Oh, so they got to come back one day. Yeah, Megan, and not Megan, and Michelle and Tricia, both. They have to work Tuesday. I said, you're kidding. She goes, Michelle goes, that's okay. We don't do anything anyway, so we're fine. So, okay. No report for Liquor Commission. Mr. Village Manager Matthew Roan, any report?
No report.
From our beloved village clerk, Jen, any report?
No report.
Wow, look how quick we're going today. Any unfinished business? Let me check. No, as usual, he's got nothing under there. Any new business from any board members tonight? No? Okay, I know we have a gentleman, Mr. Lipinski, would like to address the board tonight. If you want to come down. Just state your name and address for the record. Could you do me a favor?
Sure thing.
I'm very old-fashioned.
Mhm.
Would you mind removing your hat?
Sure thing.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
I appreciate that. It's all yours, sir.
All right, thank you. Name's Ed Lipinski, address is 905 Wilson Drive in Des Plaines. Although I'm not a resident of Elk Grove Village, I am the current township committee person for the Republican Party, which includes part of Elk Grove Village. The reason I'm here today is to discuss the village's stance on the Patricia Colombo murder. I was also in attendance on the 26th at the Prisoner Review Board. I think after looking into quite a bit of the circumstances, I think it's important to note some of the history and some of the other forms of abuse that Patricia was put under. Not only do I think she was groomed by Mr. Frank DeLuca, who was more than twice her age. He ended up involving her in various, promiscuous acts and other items. She had been molested as a child, had been sexually abused. There's a lot of things that should be considered in total for her case. I think, it's important for us to have some compassion and some understanding if we do truly believe in our judicial system and the, ability for inmates to be rehabilitated. I think it's worth, noting the different circumstances with her case. I simply am here tonight to implore the board to maybe reconsider their stance on how they're approaching viewing her case. I'm not trying to say that what she did wasn't wrong, but at the same time, there were a lot more circumstances involved than just the face value of what had happened. I'd like to thank the board for their time, for allowing me the time to speak. Thank you all for the elected members as well for everything you guys do, and thanks again.
Hang on a second, if you don't mind, Mr. Lipinski.
Sure thing.
First off, her brother never abused her. Her brother is like 5 years younger than her, 6 years younger than her. Never did it. You couldn't have done anything physically to her. She was bigger than him, all that. And Chief Schmidt can tell you, witnessed everything, saw everything. What they did just to the brother alone, and I'll say this again, they shouldn't even go on to court, just put the gun to her head and get it over with. Because what she did is beyond unspeakable. What she did is irreprehensible. It should not, the brutality behind it, I've seen the pictures. To make your stomach sick, what they did. That is, no. She doesn't deserve life on this earth. She doesn't deserve to be part of this earth by any means at all. What she did was beyond belief. And even if you said her father was tough, her mother, not her brother. That's a whole different story. He was a junior high age kid, went to Lively Junior High age kid, and what she did to him was beyond belief. So take out the parents, which I wouldn't. Take out the parents, him alone. She deserves, and for us to waste money,
Right.
for us to spend our dollars keeping her alive turns my stomach every day I think of it. And again, she may have had issues, not going to argue. And if you say the father was getting back, not what, because we've heard this story before, understood, but not what she did to her brother. And the dog, was that the dog? Was the dog also?
I don't know.
No, they found the dog's eating and drinking.
If I could make actually one point that I did want to bring up, please, is the fact that, looking at all the circumstances involved, the fact that he was a pharmacist, Frank DeLuca, initially I know she hadn't had much memory or recollection of sharing her guilt in the process. But when she said it was like a haze and kind of, went like a dream, it would almost beg the question, well, is there something that pharmacist was doing to feed her something or do something to make her in an altered state of mind beyond just the trauma of the whole circumstance, as is anyway.
Steve, you want to, go ahead.
There was no evidence of that, and unfortunately, Frank isn't here anymore, but Frank also blamed her for manipulating him, so who do you believe? That's the problem.
Yeah.
And there was never any evidence of that through the investigation. I did not do the investigation, Ray Rose did, and he would have more information, but I don't recall anything from his testimony or reading the reports that there was something like that. So.
Not to say minors don't lie, but at the same time, she was a minor, that was involved with a 37-year-old man who was married and had children. I mean, to say that she was the mastermind behind anything, again, not saying she didn't have any part to play. Yes, of course, she drew the map of the house.
But she wasn't a minor, sir. She was 19.
Well, by the time she was, when he started grooming her.
Well,
yeah.
that's right. I'm not saying, but when the murder was committed, she was an adult.
Sure.
And we all knew Patty. My brother was her age, went to school with her. So, and we all know there's more things with that than I don't want to go through on this show right now about Patty. There's more behind her than just with Frank. Trust me. Trust me. So I'm just saying that will never change her stance. She does not deserve to be free. She does not deserve to be, in my book, she does not deserve to be alive, let alone free. So that was the most brutal thing. And I know people that went to school with her brother and everything else. And like I say, my older brother went to school with Patty, same age. So we know a lot there. So I understand people do get abused and stuff. That's a different story. But the brutality, you've seen it all. The brutality to her brother makes your stomach sick. That anyone could ever do that to a human being, that's beyond belief. Not even counting what they did to the mom and dad. I'm just talking about her brother stuff. So, but I appreciate your opinion. But I'm just telling you, I don't think there's a board member up here, almost anybody around in this village, that would agree not to fight her getting the freedom. And that's not even taking account what she did while she was in prison. Yeah, that's a whole different story.
Thank you for your time and consideration.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else wish to address the board tonight? Helen, how are we doing?
Fine.
2 weeks from today?
Yes.
Yeah, everyone ready for it?
And the newsletter was really great. When I read the newsletter, on the front page it told what food items you needed for the food drive. So I bought 7 of the 9 things and filled the bag full and brought it this morning.
Ah, thank you. Yeah. Look at that. Helen came through for us. Thank you, Helen. And ready for the pizza next?
All good to see you when you come, everybody. Thank you.
We're looking forward to it. Thank you, Helen. Okay, anything further? If not, boy, that was quick tonight. Wow. Look at that, before, yes, but make sure we note that.
7:52.
And we started at 7:15,
Yeah.
so we did good. Okay, I need a motion to adjourn.
Second.
We have a motion by trustee Bush, second by trustee Miller. Jen, can you call the roll?
Trustee Bush?
Aye.
Trustee Miller?
Aye.
Trustee Laskin?
Aye.
Trustee Schmidt?
Aye.
Trustee Jerish?
Aye.
Motion to adjourn passes 5-0. Folks, have a good evening. See you in 2 weeks. Meeting adjourned.